Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Halloween Cup and we have an ABB team here featuring the Shadow Golbat with the Shadow Scizor and Escavalier. We switch out here just to see what they have in the back. Ends up being the Greninja. This Greninja is very spammy, so we're going to have to try to wiggle out of this situation. We do shield the first one. We are going to throw a Night Slash here. They don't know we don't have the X Scissor, so that prompts them to shield that first one. That second one here, I guess they were just worried about us getting to the move again, so we let it go, and then we're going to come in with our Shadow Golbat. The Shadow Golbat should be able to tank one move here, so we let it go. We throw this Poison Fang, and it is going to be able to take it out, so now we are able to have the shield advantage. Then we're going to switch into the Escavalier versus this Dragalge. We are able to tank this Aqua Tail. And then here we are met with the Toxapex. This Toxapex is also going to be able to survive this drill run, but since we are going to be able to do super effective drill runs, they do have to be aware of this next move here. We're going to try our best to get to the drill run. We are able to get to the drill run. This is going to do significant damage. Will it take it out? Perfect. So we do take out the tanky Toxapex, and now let's see if we're going to be able to get to a Shadow Ball here to take it out. We have to shield right there, and we are not able to get to that Shadow Ball, so I guess we should have shielded the I guess the initial move from Dragalge. We do end up losing that with the shield, so that's kind of a disappointment. So here we're going to be faced with the Swallet here. This is going to be an opportunity to catch. So we are able to catch a inefficient move right here. And then we're going to be met with a Golbat. However, the Golbat does have to be aware of our Night Slash. So they have to shield. So that is job well done by the Scizor. Only able to get off one move, but we do get a shield and we do catch a move. So that's really, really good. Here, we're going to have to shield because it potentially can know Shadow Punch right there. This Shadow Punch, even though it's only neutral, but this Shadow Golbat is not that tanky. So we go for the Shadow Ball to take it out. We are met with the Carbine here. And luckily we do have a drill run. This drill run does get a shield from our opponent. And then it looks like we're going to have to shield this move here just in case this Rock Slide does huge damage. This Wallet here does come back in. The Escavalier is kind of a core breaker for their backline here, but are we able to get to another drill run? Looks like we're not going to be able to get to this drill run here, but we are looking to farm down. Okay, perfect. And then now we're going to see if we can get to these Shadow Balls to take out this Carbine. Are these Shadow Balls enough? Not sure yet. One Shadow Ball goes through. We're trying to get to another one. Will this Shadow Ball KO for the comeback win? And yes, barely. So GG's to our opponent right there. Coming back from a Carbine backline that was pretty powerful against our Golbat. But we are able to farm enough energy to get to 2 Shadow Balls to take out that Carbine. If you didn't know already, this is a ABB team, double steel in the back, paired with the Golbat, which is a flyer. Here, we're going to have to try to either catch a move, or we're going to play this out. Either try to get this shield here, and then we'll see what happens. We do go for the Poison Fin. They don't shield, but we are able to catch the move on our Scizor here, but looks like they are going to be able to counter it with the Charger Bug, I believe. Yeah, Charger Bug, pretty tanky, able to tank that Night Slash pretty easily. And this is a tricky situation here. We are going to have to come in with our Golbat here to throw some energy. Going to have to debuff this Charger Bug. And then we're going to allow this discharge to go through. And at this point, we're looking to just farm down, I believe. We're going to have to shield this first one because it does know the discharge. And unfortunately for us, it is a Palisand here. This Palisand is going to be able to be tanky enough to take these drill runs. Plus, we're not doing super effective fast moves, so this is all but over. GG's. Our opponent ends up with 2 shields as well, so that was just a really, really unfortunate team for us. Could not handle that front or back line to be honest. So another Carbink in the front here, we have to switch out immediately. Luckily, we have 2 counters to that Carbink. We are met with a Shadow Victory Bell, so we have a chance to win this. Our opponent ends up shielding the first one and then throwing them. We shield the first one as well. We're looking to farm down. That's exactly what happens. They come back in with the second fairy that they have. The Golbat is a Shadow, no Shadow. We do get the boost. So this is really going to help our cause because this is potentially going to get a shield from our opponent. No shield from our opponent, but it does KO the Golbat and it does some chip damage towards that Carbink. And luckily, we do have the Escavalier in the back, and that is GG's. Coming back from a Carbink lead is not bad, to be honest. That's one of the better wins of this team so far. That's why we have the double steal in the back. So here we go. Pretty good lead here. We are met with the Umbreon. Luckily, we have the Escavalier to do some super effective fast moves. They are going to be able to throw some neutral foul plays here. So we have to be careful on throwing on optimal timing here. This drill run goes through, does about 15 to 20%. This next one we have to shield because we were noticing the amount of damage those foul plays do. And then we're going to have to end up shielding twice because we're not going to be able to farm down. So we decide to double shield and just farm down and then throw all this energy back at whatever they decide to come back in with. Ends up being the Roserade. This Roserade does tank the first drill run. And then we're going to throw this next drill run here. They're going to be left with a decision. Do they shield or do they let it go? They actually just let it go. So they believe 2 shield Mandibuzz is going to be able to win them their game. Let's see if we're going to be able to win this here. So Poison Fangs are going to come in significant because, of course, we are debuffing them a lot. And they can no longer get rid of this debuff. So that shielding a Poison Fang is not the best situation, but they are forced to do it. And we are able to get to a 3rd Poison Fang here. So this is the worst case scenario for our opponent right here. Not only did they have to shield a Poison Fang, but we triple debuff this team already. So whatever we bring in, we just have to throw a couple fast moves and it's going to be GG's. So that is the end right there. GG's to our opponent. Now, let's see if you are going to enjoy this video and let us know if you are going to be able to make the team.